Hi there, my name is Roland from Getting It Done North of 7, and my goal is to teach you to fix it, build it, and own it. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to install a mirror to your bathroom wall. It's a simple job, but I'm going to show you anyway how to do it properly so that you can do it yourself. Now there's two ways to install mirrors to your bathroom wall. You can use the clips that are provided with the mirror that come in the box. I bought this mirror at Home Depot. It's a 24 by 20 mirror. It was cheap. I think it was something like $40. That's all I wanted. It's simple, basic. That's what I want for my bathroom down here. So yes, there's two ways to install it using those clips. Another way you can install is putting like a adhesive on the back of the mirror and sticking it to your wall. But I have a problem with that because that way the mirror is stuck to your wall. If you have to remove that mirror off the wall for any reason, it's going to stick to your drywall, your paint here, and it's going to rip chunks of paint out of it and possibly chunks of your drywall. It's going to be hard to take it off of that wall. You may even get the mirror off, but the glue part, the adhesive, will be stuck to your wall. And although you may not see clips with that method of attaching the mirror to the wall, you're going to damage your wall, and if you have to fix that wall afterwards, it's going to be a lot of work. So I think just using the small, clear, tiny clips that are provided with the mirror is the best way to go. Now I just have the basic square mirror with the beveled edges, like you can see, 20 by 24. And I chose that because it's a nice clean look for this kind of bathroom. Now this is just a basement bathroom, but even if it was my main bathroom, it's just a clean, basic mirror for the wall. You don't need all kinds of fancy things. I think it looks so much better, more modern when you just use a basic mirror like this for your bathroom. So the first thing we want to do is take the mirror out of the box and figure out where we want it. So I'm 5'7", but these lights are pretty low. So I'm 5'7". I want that mirror just above my head or at head level. But I'm thinking ahead, you know, there may be other people that buy this home one day, or people that come to my house and they're taller. So I don't want this mirror down here like this. I'm going to put it just a little bit higher, as if somebody was 6 foot. So I figure I want it about here to here. So I went ahead and I marked the wall where I want it. Now you could get somebody to hold the mirror for you and then use a level like this and get it perfectly level and then mark lightly with a pencil on your wall. But if you're working alone, maybe you have a piece of wall trim that's thick enough, and you can put it here, you can put it on top of your vanity. Here I have wall trim. I have wainscoting on the wall, so I have this edge here. But what I just used was this box here like this, and I just put it up here like this because I am working alone, and I rested the mirror on, and it was perfect to the height I wanted. So then I just marked the wall. So now we got to figure out, we have to center our mirror. So our vanity is a certain width, and I know that this mirror is off a little bit right now, so I have to move it over. So I'm just going to slide it over, and we're going to check it out. Okay, so what I've done is, I couldn't show you because I had to hold too many things. I couldn't have the video going. So what happened is I found the center of my vanity here, and I placed the mirror back up on that piece of wood I had, and that's the bottom of the mirror here. It's level. Then I mark the sides, so I know that the mirror fits where these sides are and the bottom lines are. It fits in here perfectly centered. So what we're going to do now is we have to measure in 2.5 inches from this corner and this corner, and we're going to drill holes. That's where our bottom clips are going to go. So in the instructions it says just to put the screws, drill holes for the screws at 2.5 inches in from each corner. But the problem is I don't have studs, wooden studs behind this drywall in that exact same spot. So I want to use a plug. Now you've probably seen all these plugs before, but these plugs here, I'm going to drill a hole for this plug and put it there so that my screw goes into the plug and it hangs onto the drywall. Because the screw will just fall out of this drywall over time, because it's just like chalk. Like it's hard chalk, soft cement, kind of like dried up, you know what I mean? And it just breaks apart. It will not hold a screw for long. So that's why you need a drywall plug like this. So seeing with this Home Depot mirror, the clips that come with the mirror are clear. So I didn't want to put like a yellow drywall plug or a blue drywall plug or whatever you can get. I looked for clear or white ones. so that when I put it behind like this, it won't stand out. It'll look good. And so if you can get yourself some of these drywall plugs at your local hardware store or even a dollar store, get the right size. They're small and they fit the screws that come with the clip. And when you screw these screws into here, this drywall clip will spread open like this and it'll hang on to the drywall. It will not slip out. So now I'm going to go ahead and measure the 2.5 inches from each corner. So this is where our holes are going to go for the drywall plug. Make sure you get a drill bit that is no wider than this drywall plug. Actually get it so it's just a little bit smaller and you can tap it in with a hammer into the drywall once the hole is drilled. Okay, now that we have our holes marked, we're going to drill. And I grabbed a drill bit that is 7/32s. That goes with these plugs. So we're just going to, I marked those holes. We're going to mark those, or drill those first 2 holes. See, I drilled in there, no wooden studs, so that's where I need to drill my holes. Good thing I have these wall plugs. Same with that hole. So we'll just clean up those holes a little bit, put that in the trash. Now we're going to hammer in our plugs. Just hammer it in flush with your wall. We'll do one on this side. Okay, now we're going to take a screw and one of the clips and we're going to attach it to our wall through the drywall plug. Leave it just a tad loose. Don't over crank it. Okay, now you're going to take your mirror. You're going to take those plastic corner guards off. Just throw them on the floor. And we're going to place the mirror in the bottom clips. Hopefully it'll slide down in there. And I left the other one a tad loose. We're going to center it. So that one's in. And this one here is going to be in the second here, just like so. All right. So we'll just double check, make sure everything's centered. It's perfect. So now we're going to hold the top of the mirror with our finger, support it. We're going to take our tape measure and we're going to measure 2.5 inches from this corner. And we're going to go in 2.5 inches, which is right here. It doesn't have to be perfectly exact, but it helps. Now they give you 6 clips, so you could put one here in the middle and one here, so you'd have 6 clips hanging on your mirror. But I'm only going to add 4 because I don't think you need 6. It's not a heavy mirror and these 6 will support the mirror just fine. So now we're going to take our mirror and lift it back out so we can drill those holes at the top. Okay, so this is important. You don't want to drill the hole exactly where you marked because there's a lip here where the mirror sits and it's lower than the hole. So you have to figure out that line is the top of your mirror, or this line here in the clip. So you want to put that clip right on that line, like so, and then mark your hole right here. So the hole, hopefully you can see that, where I marked it on top of the mirror, it's just a tad higher than that line where your mirror is going to be. We'll do this side now. So now we have our holes marked. We can go ahead and drill them. Make sure you center your drill bit right in the right spot. We can put our plugs in now. Now you're going to take your mirror and put it back in place in the bottom clips. So we'll slip that in there. And we're going to turn this one around. Make sure it's lined up. We got to go a bit to the right here. And we're going to snug up these screws for this clip. But don't overdo it because it's just plastic clips, right? And they'll just crack. While you're supporting your mirror, you're going to take a screw and a clip and put it up at the top. I wouldn't use a power drill gun like a DeWalt gun like I'm using right now, because you could overpower this screw into the plastic and crack it, so just use a screwdriver. It doesn't take long. And it's that simple. Just like that, the mirror is attached to your bathroom wall. Now, if you like the simple basic look of this mirror in your washroom, I'm going to leave some links down below in the description of this video where you can find a mirror just like this. Again, it's Roland from Getting It Done North of 7. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.